Hi, I'm Negin Janati with the United Nations Foundation. I'm here at the Social Good Summit 2011 with Ronan Farrow of the State Department, Neal Keny-Guyer of Mercy Corps, and Salman Shaikh of the Brookings Doha Center. And they just got off an incredible panel talking about technology and the Arab awakening. And so I want to ask you, what is the best example, or even one great example, that you've seen of how technology has helped advance the Arab Spring, as we're calling it?
You know, I want to actually take it as an opportunity to talk about what's happening now in terms of both the tremendous excitement in the wake of these revolutionary instincts that we've seen really transform circumstances on the ground, and also the skepticism and malaise that's setting in a lot of these places. I mean, you know, I talk to young people in Tunisia and Egypt, and I see that range of perspectives where there are young people who are feeling burnt out, who feel that they're not going to have the tools to take those revolutionary instincts into the form of organized political movements. And, you know, we around the world are all watching closely and hoping that they're going to be able to carry that through and that we'll see them as agents of peaceful progress. So, you know, the thing that I think of when you ask that question is bloggers in Tunisia. There's a particular blogger whose quote I just read who said, skepticism and resignation do not a country make. And you know, that there's a coalition of bloggers actually, including that one that I mentioned, and also a Tunisian girl who was a blogger who documented all of these abuses throughout the revolution. And they joined forces, and I think there are 300 bloggers now there urging people to get out and vote in the face of that kind of skepticism. So I think not just during the Arab Spring, but as follow-on, we're seeing technology really transform young people fulfilling their potential.
You know, for me, it's especially the expansion of cellular networks and of Wi-Fi. Those two things have enabled young people in particular across the Arab world to be connected, to know what's going on, and to use those networks to advance their vision and their voice, and now we're seeing to create jobs. So for me, it's clearly the Wi-Fi and the expansion and growth of cellular networks.
Well, there's been a lot that's been said about the Facebook revolution and how that's had an impact in mobilizing particularly young people. I think that's a bit overplayed. These have actually been people's revolutions. But what I would say is that technology, particularly telephone technology, as well as Twitter and the internet, have been able to get the message out, and particularly in a place like Syria, where it's been totally closed to the international media with a very few exceptions. Yet every day we see a daily digest of really gruesome images which are documenting the kind of crimes that are being committed in Syria, particularly by the regime's forces. And that is something I think that has kept the interest and the momentum in terms of that particular revolution.